What's happening, everyone? Marlon here, back again. This video is a lot more light-hearted, but I'm a lot more happy. Obviously, the last video that I did, we just got hammered 4-1 off Man City in the Cup. Ever since that video, we've won 3 games in a row in the Premier League during the Christmas period, which never happens for Arsenal. We never win 3 games in a row over the Christmas period. Thankfully, we've done it this time. We've socially distanced from the relegation zone. Hopefully we can keep the run going. Obviously this is an FA Cup game, a massive game for me personally against Newcastle. Obviously for anyone watching this video, I live around Newcastle basically. And all my friends, basically anyone that I speak to, they are Geordies for life. And you know, it's a tough one. It's always tough for me because I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm the only one really. And you know, if we lose, it's always that fear that I cannot touch my phone without getting a load of messages off Newcastle fans saying, you know, gloating obviously, and rightfully so. If they do beat us tomorrow, they would have every right to message me. But for me, it's a big game, FA Cup. You know, the thing is with this league, it's very unpredictable, and God knows where we'll finish by the end of the season. So let's just hope it's not relegation. I'd like to think that we won't get relegated, even though this league is very unpredictable, as I've just said. You know, different circumstances. I mean, who would have thought that Man United would be joint top with Liverpool a month ago? Who would have thought that, you know, Sheffield United would have done as badly as they've done? Who would have thought that Arsenal would have done as badly as they've done? It's one of them where it's a mental league this season. You do not know what's going to happen at all. I cannot predict any position in this league at all at the moment. I can't. Probably that Sheffield United will get relegated since they haven't actually managed to pick up a win yet. But apart from that, I can't predict any other result or just anything. I can't predict anything because it's mental this year. It's absolutely crazy, and obviously it makes it more entertaining for Premier League fans, for neutrals of certain clubs. For the fan point of view, I don't like the unpredictability. I'd love to know where we're going to be, but it is what it is. That's football. That's why we all love football so much. So anyways, the reason why I really want to retain the FA Cup is 1, we've won it the most times out of anyone. 2, as I said before, we do have a very good record in the FA Cup. 14 wins. Thanks to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who scooped Caballero for that goal last season. I mean, hey, it was a brilliant goal, wasn't it? It was a brilliant goal. And, you know, I like winning trophies. And we've become a bit of a cup team over the past few years. So let's try and get another one, the way I see it. Obviously, Newcastle, will they go for this game? I don't know, really. The way they played this season, they haven't actually been that bad in terms of picking up points. I think a lot of their fans are very frustrated with the football that they're playing. A lot of their fans are very anti-Bruce. And, you know, I understand where they're coming from. But to play devil's advocate, Steve Bruce is in the position where he needs to be in right now. Above the relegation zone, keeping Newcastle safe. That's his objective, and he is sort of succeeding in it at the moment. So I don't think he'll get sacked, to be honest, because he's doing exactly what Mike Ashley wants him to do. And if Newcastle can get a takeover going, then he'll probably be sacked. But at the same time, if they can't, then, to be honest, I don't see Steve Bruce leaving anytime soon, really. So yeah, obviously, you know, as I said before, it's a big game. Let's get into the team. Because I think how many minutes has it been? 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I've sort of talked about our clubs. Let's get into the team that I think Arteta will play. In goal, I believe it will probably be Runnison. I think even though Runnison isn't in the best form, I think they want to try and get him back in. You know, he had a shocker against Man City, and to be fair, hasn't looked that good in the Europa League games either. But maybe this is the game where he can sort of hopefully make a couple of good saves, get a clean sheet, possibly. Not unless Callum Wilson's playing, because he'll probably score against us. But, you know, at least to have a game where he's not really making any stupid errors. That would probably be the aim for Runnison right now. It's a toss of a coin, really, because Arteta might think, right, I want to go with Leno, I want to go experience. But he might go Runnison because he wants to maybe rotate the squad. I believe that the squad should be rotated slightly. You know, yeah, rotate it slightly, really. I don't think there should be a full... I think we should have a couple of first-teamers in, to be honest. So, yeah, Runnison in net. I won't be shocked if Leno plays, though. Full-backs, Cedric, Suarez, who I mean, it's about time he gets a game, really. He never seems to play in the Premier League. I just don't think Arteta really rates him that highly, above maybe Bellerin. Obviously, Bellerin has played 3 games in a row. He should probably rest Bellerin for this game. I think, there's always that risk with Bellerin because of his previous injuries that he might get injured. So yeah, but I think Bellerin should be rested. I think Cedric will probably play, and I think Ainsley Maitland-Niles will probably play left back. Considering that we don't actually have any other left backs now since Kolasinac has went. Obviously, we have Kieran Tierney. I think Kieran Tierney should be rested, but Kolasinac has left. Well, he's went on loan. Hopefully, he'll not be here by the summer. But he's went on loan. Hopefully, we can get rid of some more deadwood players like your Socrates, like your Mustafis, and your obviously Özil now is definitely surplus to requirements. So yeah, I think the centre back pairing will probably be David Luiz and Gabriel. That's the centre back pairing that I'd go for personally. Holden and Murray have played 3 games in a row together. I think the sort of partnerships, they're both in good form, and keep them for the game against Palace that we have coming up next Thursday, in my opinion. The midfield, we don't have many options, do we? For me personally, I don't think we should risk Party at all. Thomas should only come back when he's 100% fit. I don't want him back when he's maybe 85. No, get him 100% fit, because we did the same thing at Spurs where we rushed him in against Spurs. He got injured and he's out. He's been out for another month. Let's just leave him be. I think Elneny and Ceballos will be the partnership in midfield. It's a terrible partnership, if I'm honest with you. I'm not fans of these players at all, really. Obviously, I get behind them during the 90 minutes, but and then he doesn't really offer much, in my opinion. And Ceballos has probably been on the floor more than he's been doing anything really this season, if I'm honest. And I think he will 100% go back to Real Madrid in the summer, which is a good thing, in my opinion. He can go back to Real Madrid this month if the club allowed it. Obviously, they probably won't. But yeah, so it'll probably be them two in midfield. Not the best, but what can you do? I think the wings will probably be Willian and Pepe. Obviously, Willian is just... If it was up to me, Willian would be banished from the club. We wouldn't have anything to talk about with Willian. He's been very, very bad this season. And a lot of Newcastle fans will probably be happy if he plays, actually, because they know for a fact that nothing will happen in his side. I think Pepe needs to play as well, considering that... listen... Saka, Smith Rowe and Martinelli have been fantastic in the last couple of games. And, obviously Martinelli's just coming back from his big injury. Smith Rowe and Saka, you should probably rest them because they're in class form. I think that they should be rested for the game against Palace, to be honest. So yeah, I think it will probably be the sort of the 3 behind the striker. I think will be Willian, Pepe, and I think Joe Willock will start, to be honest, because obviously Ozil seems like Ozil's actually close to leaving. And I think Fenerbahce are close to signing him, I think it's between DC United and Fenerbahce. So it does look as if Mesut Ozil will leave this month. So he's probably not going to play, to be honest. And he hasn't been playing at all in the last God knows how many months. So, yeah, I think it'll be Willock behind the striker, which will be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the one who won us the FA Cup last season. For me, I think that with Lacazette being the informed striker, he'll leave him on the bench as sort of ammunition. If things are going wrong, you bring Lacazette on. I think that the reason why Aubameyang will start is because he'll want to get his confidence going. Because Aubameyang has, the last 2 games he's fired blank. And he had a lot of chances against West Brom as well. And as I said before, Lacazette is the informed striker. So they'll want to get Aubameyang on form. If Aubameyang doesn't play, it'll definitely be Eddie Nketiah, to be honest. And I think Nketiah needs to get some form going as well. Obviously, with the whole Balogun situation, doesn't look as if he's going to play. And Nketiah will need to get some confidence because a lot of fans are sort of giving him a lot of unneeded stick, in my opinion. Eddie Nketiah is a young player. You get behind your young players. So yeah, that's what I think this team. That's what I think the team will be. Runnison, Cedric, David Luiz, Gabriel, Maitland-Niles, and then Ceballos, Willian, Pepe, Willock, and Aubameyang. Hopefully, I'm gonna pray that we don't lose, or because a replay would be just very inconvenient in my opinion. And, of course, with especially with Newcastle, if we lose to Newcastle, it's basically a deathbed for me personally. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Arsenal win. I do think we'll win. I think we're in a lot of confidence right now. Newcastle fans are not really confident. I don't think a lot of them are really up for the game, to be honest. So it is one of them where, yeah, I think we're going to win, personally. I am confident, I can't lie. I think 3-1 win for the Arsenal. Let's hope that we can get it done, and let's hope that we can retain this cup. The one thing I did want to say as well was I will be doing a lot more videos this year, I promise. A lot more previews, reviews of games, and I will sort of do maybe not a daily transfer talk show, but probably a weekly transfer talk show, possibly. I'd like to get that done. If anyone wants to hop on and maybe we can talk transfers, feel free. I did do a video with Binks, by the way. Big shout out to Binksy. Obviously, I'm gonna leave the video link and the link to subscribe to Binks in the in the description down below. I want to thank Binks again for letting us come on the channel. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. See you later. I will be recording again tomorrow. I'll be recording with a special guest tomorrow after the Arsenal Newcastle game. So yeah, stay tuned. See you later, guys. Like, subscribe, and peace. Cheers.